The Pattern of Silence, How Judgment Forms Before Language, by Polyhymnia. Earlier yesterday I released a short video dedicated to Polyhymnia. Among the 9 Muses, she is perhaps the least spoken of. She does not sing, does not narrate, and does not urge action. What she guards is silence. This podcast begins from that silence. We live in an age in which language has reached an unprecedented level of completion. Technology has made expression effortless. Algorithms have accelerated the formation of narratives. Every position, political, economic, moral, can now be presented in a form that appears coherent, persuasive, and logically sealed. In such an environment, language no longer follows understanding. More often, it precedes it. Judgment has not yet taken place. Yet conclusions already stand. The problem is not that people speak falsely. The problem is that the speed of language has surpassed the speed at which human judgment can form. When expression arrives before reflection, when position hardens before perception, clarity is easily mistaken for truth. History reminds us again and again that civilizations rarely lose their way in moments of chaos. They more often drift during periods of excessive fluency, when systems speak smoothly, and questions are no longer allowed to breathe. Ancient civilizations once understood a capacity we have largely forgotten. Not every truth demands immediate articulation, and not every judgment should arrive on time. Polyhymnia embodies this forgotten discipline. She represents the space before speech, a silence that is not absence, but delay. This silence is not retreat. It is restraint. It is respect for the gravity of judgment. When we step back and observe the long arc of history, we find that many of civilization's decisive shifts did not occur at moments of loud declaration. Art emerges when order begins to stiffen. Reform follows when belief hardens into institution. Renewal often begins not with proclamation, but with a pause, a refusal to speak too soon. To step back is not to withdraw. It is to reposition perception. In my daily practice, through the work of the California Museum of Fine Art, and through the continuous creation of short films and written reflections, this realization has become increasingly clear. When language saturates the world, what is most needed is not another argument, but a space in which the mind is not immediately occupied by one. History, art, and civilization do not exist to deliver ready-made answers. They exist to restore scale, to remind us of human limitation, and of the time judgment requires in order to mature. Silence is not the opposite of expression. It is the condition that allows expression to be meaningful. When silence disappears, language expands without limit. And when language expands without limit, judgment quietly exits. Polyhymnia stands guard at this fragile boundary. In a time when everyone can speak with confidence, fluency, and force, what has become rare is not articulation, but the patience to allow judgment to form. Civilizations do not always collapse through conflict. More often they drift. After losing this patience, as long as there are those willing to pause before speaking, to observe before taking sides, and to carry the weight of judgment before releasing words, humanity remains capable of moving forward, without being consumed by its own language.